pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, serve Nigeria with all my strength, defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Shall we pray? Almighty God, creator and ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsels and actions, so that we may always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the unity, peace, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria. Amen. Honorable colleagues, I've examined and approved the votes and proceedings of Wednesday, 3rd December 2025. Honorable colleagues, we have a letter from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Honorable members, House is already in session. Please, let's be seated. Please, please, please.
I extend my appreciation to you, especially and all honorable members of the House of Representatives, for honoring my invitation on Friday, 28 November 2025. The evening offered an invaluable opportunity for an open dialogue on issues that matter deeply to our beloved country, in order to ensure inclusive governance and sustainable national progress. Your meaningful contributions and insights reaffirm the vital role of the legislature in shaping a more equitable and prosperous Nigeria. I thank you once again for your leadership and your continued service to our great nation. Yours sincerely, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Any member who has a petition to present to the House may please rise to do so. Yes, please. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Akitunde Rotimi. I represent the good people of the Ekiti North 1 Federal Constituency, which comprises Ikole and Oyo local governments. Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of my constituent citizen Abiodun Ipinlaye of Ikole local government, and the subject is in respect of technical failure during the online examination for the ongoing recruitment by Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services Board. Mr. Speaker, the petitioner acknowledges that the examinations were otherwise conducted very well, but he had a particular issue around the computer glitch, and is requesting that this Honourable House should please intervene so that he can be given a fair chance at being considered for employment. So I seek the leave of the House, Mr. Speaker, to lay this petition on behalf of my constituent.
Leave is hereby granted.
Thank you very much.
You may now lay your petition. Any other petition? That seems to be the only petition. This petition is referred to the House Committee on Public Petition. Acting Leader of the House, move that we... Acting Leader of the House, move that we suspend our rules to order the order paper so that we won't have matters of urgent public importance and go straight to the consideration of report.
Thank you very much. Our own ever-cerebral quintessential speaker.
Just 1 minute. I heard that we have only 3, so we can quickly take that one and then move in, even though leadership had wanted to avoid that to consider. But let's oblige this tray. Thank you. Can I have the tray, please? Okay, we can, if we can give them 5 minutes each, I think we'll be done and it will not affect our timeline. So, any member who has a public petition, who has a matter of urgent public importance to present, may please rise to do so. Is Honorable Chinedoga in the House? The floor is yours, but make it as brief as possible, my brother.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. I'm Right Honorable Comrade Chinedoga Owen. I represent Ikwo Ezasa Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ebonyi State. I'm coming on Order 8, Rule 5, matter of public importance on the need for investigation on the speed construction of abandoned Abakaliki Ikwo Ofrekwe Road, who have led to loss of almost about 25 lives. I hereby move that the House should step down the rules for me to take this motion as an important. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, please. Please allow Mr. Speaker. Please. Hello, sir. Please allow Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Victor, please, you're supposed to approach the acting chief whip before seeing the speaker.
Thank you very much.
Where's the
Honorable Eze, second. I know you want to second your brother.
Definitely, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, most revered colleagues, Eze, Nwachukwu Eze is my name. The Udobak, one of Ohuku local government. The representative of Bonyohuku Federal Constituency in this Halo chamber. Mr. Speaker, I'm from the fastest developing state in Nigeria.
With the permission of the speaker, you can go and see him.
Governed by human empowerment experts. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning. I am from Ebonyi State, and I know very well the road my brother is talking about. I rise here to support this motion that our rules be suspended to take this all-important matter of urgent national importance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and most revered colleagues.
Those in support of this motion that be moved and seconded, the first leg of the motion, say aye. Those in support of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, any seconder? Yes. Go ahead, Namchi.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Nnamdi Ezechi is my name, and I represent Indokwa Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Delta State. I rise here to second this motion of urgent public importance, that the motion is urgent enough to be heard in the Alo chamber. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours, Honorable Oga.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, and Right Honorable Comrade Chinedu Oga Owen, the motion of public importance on the need to investigate and expedite the construction of abandoned Abakaliki Iko Oferekpe Ububra Road. Aware that Abakaliki Iko Oferekpe Ububra Road was awarded by Ebonyi State government under the leadership of Francis Oboni and Wifru, who took over the project, also aware that this road...
Please, you have to move your motion first. You have to move your motion first.
Critically national asset and prevalent to the socio-economic landscape of our nation, traverse the connecting Cross River, Cameroon, and other parts of the Nigeria. Disturbed that the contractor stalled and held the Abakaliki Iko Oferekpe Road and Ububra Road has led to loss of life. Over 25 lives have been lost in that road due to the excavation of the road. Also disturbed that the traceable state of this road has become distressed, insecurity and economic decline, to mention but few. Concerned that this road has not only become the death trap for computer and the residents adjoining the community, but also breeding ground for robbery and other previous activities. Worries that the abandonment of this critical infrastructure have been recurrent this month. Also worried that if the road are not expeditiously addressed, it would further worsen the devastated economic woe of the threatened to life and the property posed by the roads. The consent of the need to commend the federal government for taking up this road project and equally commend the Ebonyi State Governor, the most infrastructure governor in the whole Nigeria, for implementing the most of the federal government roads project in Ebonyi State. Equally concerned of the need to applaud the Minister of Works for his frantic effort on foresight. Also concerned the need to address the significant economic hardship and the safety concern caused by this neglect of this road infrastructure. Further concerned of the road strategic importance to our nation and its completion would significantly boost the economy and activity, improve by the general well-being of these residents and the computer. Equally constrain the contractor and accountability and the legal enforcement to ensure the project completion. Resolve. Observe warming silence to those who lost their life in these previous years and equally when the construction is ongoing. Commend the federal government for taking up this ambitious, laudable project, and that would go a long way to guarantee socio-economic and political well-being of the citizenry in this country. Urge the federal government, through the Federal Minister of Works, the matter of necessity to mobilize the contractor back to the site in order for them to immediately commence the construction of the abandoned Abakaleke, Ikwo, Ofrek, and Ububra Road. Also mandate the House Committee on Works and the legislative compliance to ensure compliance in returns of the contractor to the site and therefore strictly supervision till the project is completed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I hereby move.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Respected Honorable colleague, I remain Honorable Bargaja Mohammed, presenting Isa and San President from Secretary State. I read to consult able my colleague, Honorable Chinedu, Mr. Speaker, I so second.
It's a straightforward motion. I just put the question. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Works. We will do the 1 minute silence after the motion so that we can combine it together. Is Honorable C. Oluseun Wigan in the House? Honorable Wingan, is he around? No. Honorable Hassan Shehu Hussein in the House? The floor is now yours, Honorable Saidu Musa Abdullahi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Saidu Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida, Bakokacha Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I am from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, in the year 2019, the world experienced a major pandemic which had the most significant negative impact on the global economy. Mr. Speaker, the impact was more felt by low-income earners, the youth and the women. Apparently, because of the job losses and the contraction in our economy, in economic activities, government across the globe responded by injecting massive economic stimulus packages. And unfortunately, the recovery across the globe has not been even. It is even more worse with our own country because of the twin reforms that the country embarked upon at the onset of this current administration. So the repayments by citizens have become very, very slow. So as a result, I rise under Order 8, Rule 5, to come with a motion to address the urgent need to convert COVID-19 intervention loans to grants, restructure repayment for small and medium-sized enterprises, and extend moratoriums. I also plead with the House to suspend all relevant rules to allow us to take this motion under the specified rule. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any seconder? Yes, please, second.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, my name is Barrister Muhammad Bello Shehu, representing the people of Fege Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State, and I rise to second the first leg of this motion as moved by my colleague and brother. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion. Yes, sir.
Your Excellency, the Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Basi Akbar is my name. I speak for Kalau Municipality, Odubai Federal Constituency. The Speaker, I'm a proud cross-bearer. Mr. Speaker, I rise this moment to second the second leg of the motion that the motion is urgent enough to be heard today. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. I hope this is urgent enough. You'll be able to convince us, because it's supposed to be a motion on notice so that members will be able to make contributions. But we want to hear from you how urgent it is and if it has the elements that declares it as urgent public importance. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. The House notes that the federal government, through the Central Bank of Nigeria and NISA Microfinance Bank, rolled out the COVID-19 targeted credit facility during the pandemic, disbursing $419.42 billion to households, micro, small, and medium enterprises to cushion the devastating economic effects of the pandemic. Also notes that the facility reached 792,936 beneficiaries nationwide, comprising 674,972 households and 117,964 small businesses, with women accounting for about 45% of the TCF beneficiaries. Further notes that the program was credited with creating or sustaining about 1,585,872 jobs, reflecting its significant impact on livelihoods and enterprise resilience during and after the pandemic. Concerned that as of September 2023, 261.07 billion, representing about 62% of the disbursed loans, remain unpaid, while 378.03 billion was classified as outstanding, showing that a large majority of beneficiaries are unable to meet repayment obligations. Further concerned that recent surveys by the Central Bank of Nigeria indicate rising loan default rates across households and enterprise lending in Q4 2024 and Q2 2025, underscoring the general collapse in repayment capacity amid scaring inflation, food insecurity, and loss of purchasing power. Recognizes that the COVID-19 targeted credit facility was fundamentally a survival loan rather than a conventional business loan, as most beneficiaries use the funds not for business expansion, but to meet critical needs such as food, shelter, healthcare, school fees, and basic subsistence during the lockdown. Repayment has therefore become unrealistic for households that never recovered economically after the pandemic. Also acknowledges a strong domestic precedent in the Anchor Borrowers Program, where despite being a full-scale agricultural loan with commercial intent and with over 50% default rate, government has continued to apply leniency through restructuring, rollovers, and partial waivers. It is only fair and equitable that COVID-19 loans, smaller in size and targeted at vulnerable households for survival, receive even greater compassion. Further recalls that leniency on COVID-19 relief loans aligns with international best practices, as countries such as the United States forgave over 90% of Paycheck Protection Program loans. Canada wrote off significant portions of SABA loans, while Germany, India, and South Africa converted several COVID-era relief loans to grants or adopted extended moratoriums. Nigeria's approach must therefore align with global humanitarian standards set during the pandemic. Worried that continued aggressive deductions from beneficiaries' accounts not only impose severe hardship on vulnerable Nigerians, but also risk collapsing fragile small businesses, aggravating unemployment and worsening insecurity. Commend the foresight of the federal government, CBN, and NISA for rolling out the COVID-19 targeted credit facility in 2020, which provided lifeline support for households and enterprises during a global economic emergency and helped sustain millions of jobs. Aware that converting the loans owed by vulnerable households and micro businesses to grants totaling 261 billion will impose a fiscal cost on the federal government. But this can be prudently managed by reclassifying the grant as a social protection expenditure integrated into the annual budget, leveraging partial recoveries from other intervention loans, aligning the grant program with ongoing World Bank supported social safety net programs, and facing the fiscal recognition of the grant over 2 fiscal years to reduce budgetary strain. The House therefore resolves to urge the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria, NISA Microfinance Bank, and the Federal Ministry of Finance to immediately suspend all deductions on COVID-19 intervention loans. Call on the federal government, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Federal Ministry of Finance, and CBN to convert the loans owed by vulnerable households and micro businesses totaling 261 billion into grants in recognition of their inability to repay under prevailing harsh economic conditions. Mandate the CBN, NISA Microfinance Bank, and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agencies or Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, to restructure repayment terms for small and medium enterprises by extending moratoriums, reducing interest rates, and spreading repayment over longer timelines to safeguard jobs and prevent enterprise collapse. Direct the House Committees on Finance, Banking Regulation, and Poverty Alleviation to liaise with the CBN, Federal Ministry of Finance, SMED, and NISA Microfinance Bank to ensure transparent, equitable, and efficient implementation of the grant and restructuring framework. I so submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Somebody southwest in the ruling party.
SMA, please approach the chair.
The man don't die.
Just too much.
Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi, SMA. Please, the floor is yours.
Hello, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, having recourse to the advice, superior argument proffered by leadership, I want to beg the leave of the House to step this motion down for further legislative consultation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your legislative maturity. I really appreciate.
Honorable colleagues, please, decorum. Please, we are on live television. Please, decorum. Let us be seated. Thank you.
Is Honorable Engineer Victor Buzo in the House? Please, you may now take your motion. Make it brief, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Victor Obuzo. I represent the people of Ahoda West, Oba Egbema Ondoni Federal Constituency. I'm from River State. I rise under Order 8, Rule 5, to ask the House that this motion for the urgent need to expedite the procurement process by the Nigerian Police Trust Fund to upgrade facility equipment and provide comprehensive logistics support in the face of the security state of emergency declared by Mr. President is urgent enough to be heard. Mr. Speaker, I so move this motion.
Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name remains Boniface Merengwa. I represent the good people of Ikweremo Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from River State. I rise to second the motion that this motion is urgent enough to be heard. I so second. Thank you very much.
Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, any seconder? Yes, sir.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm Hussaini Mohammed Jallo from Kaduna State, representing Igabi Federal Constituency. I hereby second the second leg of the motion. Heavily move, I so second. Thank you. He's not with me. Right, Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm Husseini Mohammed Jallo from Kaduna State, representing Igebe Federal Constituency. I hereby second the second leg of the motion heavily moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Thank you. Those in support of this second leg of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Victor, the floor is yours. Make it as brief as possible.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Motion on the urgent need to expedite the procurement process by the Nigerian Police Trust Fund to upgrade facility equipment and provide comprehensive logistics support in the face of the security state of emergency as declared by Mr. President. The House recalls that the Nigerian Police Trust Fund was established by the Nigerian Police Trust Fund Act 2019 to provide sustainable funding for the training, welfare, infrastructure development, equipment, and logistic support of the Nigerian Police Force in order to enhance its operational efficiency, effectiveness, and capacity for internal security. The House notes that in 2025, the statutory allocation to the NPF was revised upward from 0.5% to 1% of the Federation accounts as part of efforts to strengthen funding for police modernization, logistics, equipment, and infrastructure. The House is aware that the recent nationwide declaration of the state security emergency by the President in response to escalating terrorism, banditry, armed violence, kidnappings, road theft, one-chance snatching in unregulated public transportation, and other serious security threats places an acute demand on capacity readiness for quick, timely response on emergency call and mobility response of the Nigerian Police Force. The House is concerned that the red tape delays and bureaucratic bottlenecks in the procurement and distribution process of essential equipment, vehicles, protective gear, communication and surveillance tools, as well as logistic support, all under the mandate of the NPTF, could substantially impair
Minority Leader, approach the chair, please.
This presidential pronouncement and inevitably affect negatively ability of the Nigerian Police Force to respond swiftly and effectively to emergent security threats. The nationwide security emergency declaration drastically raises expectations for swift, proactive, and well-equipped policing to protect citizens, a demand that cannot be met unless procurement and logistic bottlenecks are removed immediately. Mr. Speaker, the House believes that the safety of citizens, protection of lives and properties, restoration of public confidence in critical law enforcement, intelligence, and the overall stability of the nation demand an immediate, decisive response from both the government and the Nigerian Police Trust Fund. The House resolves, Mr. Speaker, to urgently call on the federal government and relevant authorities, particularly the Honorable Minister of Finance, the Accountant General of the Federation, the Ministry Permanent Secretary and Director of Funds, the Director of Budget's Office, the Director General, BPP, to 1. Accelerate all procurement process under the NPTF, include tenders, vendors evaluation contracts, including tenders, vendor evaluation contract awards, and procurement of vehicles, surveillance, and communication equipment, protective gear, operational supplies, and other essential logistics to ensure immediate deployment to police commands across the country. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves also to prioritize distribution of equipment and logistic assets to high-risk and conflict-prone zones identified in the Security Emergency Declaration. The House resolves to...
Honorable colleagues, decorum, please. Somebody has the floor, please.
A special oversight and monitoring committee.
Honorable Bob. Honorable Bob.
Number 3, Mr. Speaker, of the resolution.
Hello, Solomon Bob.
Honorable Bob.
Can you go to your seat,
Honorable Bob
Bob?
Solomon. Honorable Bob Solomon, can you have your seat?
The House resolves, number 3.
Hello, Weke.
Honorable Bob Solomon, can you have your seat?
Honorable Alex, Honorable Bob from River State, please. Decorum. Please, Deputy Chairman, Police Institution. Please. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to repeat the resolutions from the beginning. So the House resolves, Mr. Speaker, to 1, accelerate all, urgently call on the federal government and relevant authorities, particularly the Honorable Minister of Finance, the Accountant General of the Federation, the Ministry Permanent Secretary and Director of Funds, the Director of Budget Office, and the Director General BPP to 1, accelerate all procurement processes under the NPTF, including tenders, vendors, evaluation, contract awards, and procurement of vehicles, surveillance and communication equipment, protective gear, operational supplies, and other essential logistics to ensure immediate deployment to police commands across the country. 2, prioritize distribution of equipment and logistics assets to high-risk and conflict-prone zones identified in the Security Emergency Declaration. 3, establish a special oversight and monitoring committee comprising members of this Honorable House, representatives of the NPTF, the Ministry of Police Affairs, and profiled independent civil society holders to oversee procurement implementation, ensure transparency, prevent delays, and guarantee value for money. 4, ensure that the interim logistics support in terms of consumables, fuel, maintenance, rapid deployment kits are provided without delay to keep existing police mobility and operations activity while full procurement is completed. Mandate the MPTF to submit to the House a comprehensive action plan within 14 days from the passage of this motion, showing timelines for procurement, distributions, deployments, and impact assessment of the upgraded equipment and logistics support nationwide. And 6, commit to periodic review, probably over every 90 days, of progress until full implementation and satisfactory deployment, with public reporting of status and challenges to promote accountability be done. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder? Yes, Ajilo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My dear colleagues, my name is Umar Ajilo, member representing Magharibi Federal Constituency, Kaduna State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second these motions ably moved by my brother, Honorable Chibuzo. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Before I put the question, Mike, you have something to say? Yes, please. Chairman, Police Affairs.
Yes. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My honorable colleagues, I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Madam Dorikaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate and I commend the mover of the motion, but I want to draw his attention. Police Trust Fund is an agency being supervised by the Committee on Police Affairs, in which I'm opportune to be the chairman of that committee. I still want to draw his attention that if you could remember, it was not quite long that we even reviewed the agency's mandate, because their mandate has been expired. I don't think it's up to 6 months that we reviewed that. And all what he's saying, we are on top gear, working hand in hand between we and the agency, particularly with the current executive secretary. He's doing up and down to see that at least we'll normalize things and put things in order. So I don't think at this point, even this motion has a place to be even take recognition of it. Because as the committee, we are working hand to hand to see that at least that agency has done their own mandate and the objectives given to them. So with this, I think the mover of the motion, they may like to step it down and allow us and see how far can we go in this process that we are on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
I hope we are listening to the debates. Please, the aisles should be made free. The aisles should be made free, please.
Honorable Bob. Honorable Bob. Alex. Please. Former Speaker, Gombe State
Honorable Maki.
Assembly.
Is your argument to the fact that this should be referred to your committee, since you're already handling it? Okay. You have the first right of reply. Do you want to say something to what the Chairman Police Affairs have said?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Although I didn't hear him completely, but if you look at prayer 3, in establishing in the wisdom of the Honorable Chair and the leadership of the House, in establishing this special oversight committee to monitor this activity, I believe that the chair of the police services will be involved so that he can bring the knowledge of what his house is doing into that committee that would comprise of the people required to follow up this activity. So, sir, I leave the chair to decide.
Are you asking for an ad hoc committee?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Amendment, Mr. Speaker.
But the Chairman Police Affairs has said that this is under their mandate, and they just reviewed 6 months ago. Why do we need an ad hoc committee on this? Agilo, is it on the same issue?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's hear Agilo.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, my name is Umar Agilo, member representing...
We are live on TV. Please, let's have a more quiet plenary section, please.
Makarpi Kudan Federal Constituency from Kaduna State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my amendment is, I think my brother, Honorable Chubuzo, have missed out something on the motion. If it is possible, let the motions refer to the Committee of Police Affairs as my amendment, and also to include the Committee of Finance with their Minister of Finance, as he mentioned, the Accountant General, and also the Director General of BPP to be included. Maybe it will be good for the country to watch out, to look at these very important motions, because it is very important what he has mentioned, particularly for the life of our people, the Nigerian citizens. It's very important to check out, to checkmate what is happening in these security institutions. It is very important. That is my submission, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Agilo. So in summary, what you are saying is the referral should go to joint committee that will include all these relevant committees. Okay. Still on the Chairman Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No, not you, Obuzo.
Okay.
Chairman Health.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Amos Gwamna-Magaji, representing the peaceful people of Zango and Kataf-Jaba Federal Constituency. We are from Kaduna State. Mr. Speaker, there are standing committees that this House, in her wisdom, established some months or some few years ago. And if every motion and every mention, and most of the motion coming out these days in this House are demands for ad hoc committee. And I think that rubbish, or that does not go well with the standing committee that already been established. If there's a standing committee that has been established to oversight an institution, once there are issues in that institution, I think it's better to be referred to the committee that has been established than to set ad hoc committee, because even when those ad hoc committees start functioning, they don't have institutional knowledge. and that will also affect their work. Before they will kickstart their work, it will take months before they get settled. I feel when we have issue of concern, we should look at the standing committee that has been given the jurisdiction to oversight that institution instead of establishing too many ad hoc committees. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right, so
What is it? Let me raise that.
who is seconding the amendment moved by Honorable Agilo? Any seconder? Yes, please, second.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, Honorable Mohammed Mukhtar Zannan Kazauri, member representing Kazauri, Roni,
Honorable Clement.
Federal Constituency.
Honorable Clement.
I'm from Jigawa State.
Honorable Clement Jumbo.
Second, the amendment ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Agilo. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Any other amendments? No amendments. Those in support of the motion as amended say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the following committees: Police Affairs, Finance, and Appropriation. To lead the joint committee will be Police Affairs. The last we'll be having Honorable Oforji, please approach the chair. Honorable Oforji, please approach the chair. The last one will be coming from Honorable Oforji. The floor is yours. Make it brief, please.
With profound humility, Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues of 4G, Abonsis Boku is my name, representing Yenegwa Kolokmo Pokma Federal Constituency. I'm from Bayelsa State. I rise this morning to move a motion on urgent public importance, urging the Federal Ministry of Education to resend its curriculum review policy.
That's your team. Honorable Kafilat.
I so move.
Any seconder to the first leg? Yes, Marcus.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I am Right Honorable Marcus Onobo. I represent the resplendent people of Esan West, Esan Central, and Igwebe Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion that is urgent enough to be heard. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion. Any seconder? Yes. Honorable Show.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable members, my name is Honorable Mohammed Dang Abashehu, member representing Zaki Federal Constituency. I am from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my colleague that the motion is very urgent enough to be heard. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion that is urgent enough to be heard now, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours, Honorable Ofoji.
With profound humility, Mr. Speaker, my revered colleagues, Ofoji Abosi Zubaoboku is my name, representing Yenegwa Kolokmo Pokma Federal Constituency. I'm from Bayelsa State. The House note that sequel to the directive from the Federal Ministry of Education, key subjects including but not limited to computer studies, data processing, electrical installation and maintenance, photography and civil education have been removed from the WAEC portal. Also note that while acknowledging the effort to enhance the national curriculum, the timing is just not right. Trade subjects like data processing are among the most popular and widely offered subjects in many schools across the country because of its market relevance and student interest. Computer studies is almost universally offered and is fundamental to modern digital literacy, making its sudden removal counterproductive at a time the world is going digital. Similarly, civic education, which was previously a compulsory subject in all secondary schools, thus students have been mandated to study it for 2 years. Why should we remove civic education from our curriculum when the bulk of what the National Orientation Agency does is enlightening citizens about their civic duty
please approach the acting chief and get clearance. Mr. Speaker.
Further note that it is worrisome that at a time when the world is going digital, especially in the educational sector, and Nigeria is trying to catch up, that you remove a fundamental subject like computer science. Most of our examination bodies are adopting the CBT model for the conduct of their examination.